Start that. Hi, Stinson. Now, last time we had the outposts over here completely obliterated and the artillery train. That's all that's left of it. One for Clown, one for Neelas, one for Samberland, and one with all the screens for all the chats. So you can have them all going at once. Yeah, the Kraken was obliterated. And actually, still a bit of damage wall. The outpost was mostly obliterated. This outpost out here was also destroyed. The remnants of the Spidertrons did their last stand here. They held out well, but they succumb eventually. So what I was thinking, if I can find it, get rid of that. That. What does Spidey need? Don't watch Neelas anymore. Oh, really? Hey, Dada, what's wrong with your video? It looks upside down. Ah, right. There we go. Thank you. Before everyone's heads explodes. It looks like I got a more fundamental problem. Didn't I have some kind of latching thing on this? Yeah, I did, and I tweaked it, didn't I? And then broke it again. Better. Put to the counter, how many times do we have to drink? At least it isn't night for you, at least. The alcohol poisoning won't be too bad, at least. I have to reinstate this one. This one at least actually works. Maybe a more sophisticated one. Apparently I made this longer too. Probably meant to have an extra one on it. Few casualties, what? Seems normal, isn't it? I mean, can't complain. At least got the result. Boop. So, what I want is this scrap in the network. Yeah, there's none, no Factorio update. None no there. Patchamajig. Now the question is, did I automatically empty this from the network? Very likely I did. Come down here. Is there any chests? No! Interesting. I hadn't done it. Amazingly. What are you? Engines. Very good. I think I'm gonna need to get to the bottom of this this copper situation again. While this thing builds up the... Yeah, so it's just gonna build up low density structure. To build up the spider army. While I'm at it, I'm gonna copy and paste that. On account of the fact that something happened we won't talk about. Don't need fuel. At least this train survived. It's still happily going backwards and forwards. That one PAX train has been going backwards and forwards on that same bit of track. Well, it's not the exact same bit of track. It's going backwards and forwards on the same path. For the better part of 4 years. Oh, still half asleep. What does this do that the copper isn't doing? What have I done? So copper, the problem with the copper is it either overloads or falls behind. Where's that train going there? So this is just the latching mechanism. I think this has got like an auto shut off thing on it as well. 20k? Oh, don't have... Yeah, you don't have the averaging mechanism, that's why. Hmm. I have no idea how this thing actually works. Guess I got rid of the, yeah, well, I'll explain why it's not doing what it should. That'll be an emergency. The 20k, this man runs at 60? Yeah, it does. Just. Yeah, so this thing is for when it falls too low. Greater than... Oh, that's part of that. And this is part of trying to attain it. Right then, let's change this to copper. And this to copper. Actually cut that. Any luck, that should just direct drop. Just confirm that. Where does the red one? Oh, here you go. Actually goes there. Not to there. Oh, look what I have. Yeah, and this should have -1s on it. Am I sharing? I think it's time I uploaded it, isn't it? I mean, if I can get the stupid base to run, that would help too. Okay. I mean, I should just be sharing them in general anyway. I used to be really uptight about it, but I've been getting better at that. Right, maybe I'll just copy paste these. I feel like it could be better though. Where are you trying to go? 18. Oh. Yes. Yes. Unfortunately, the problem with this design is that, yeah. You're... One? Some of them are two, though. Ah, there's the manual trains. Need a good benchmark. Are you still running the same PC, or did you upgrade? He had like a 4890 or something of that generation last I remember. Ah, you got a new GPU. 4790. That's the one. The 4790X specifically. So they're stuck trains or something. No? This feels like the copper trains are not performing. It's funny, Intel's biggest enemy is the 4790. 4790K. Why did I say KX? I think I'm thinking, what the hell am I thinking? What the hell am I even thinking of? Ah, yeah, that'll be the original one. Hey, old Eva. Throwing down Everly. 4790K, Devil's Canyon. Yeah, Devil's Canyon. So it's actually kind of funny, like, Ryzen's are impressive in terms of the power jump and the performance jump, but they're actually... Intel still leads in the single core. Just in raw power. Still leads. Just also still just impressive. Got yours to 4.3 GHz on air. Hey, Fit Humanoid. How you doing? Need to delid. See, that's the point where, for me, that's the delidding is the point where you're losing, or you're going beyond the point of, what you call it? Law of diminishing returns, delidding. It's the point where you're starting to throw a lot for increasingly less gain. It's like my 8700K. It's going as fast as it can without delidding. That's it. See, why is this one off? Oh, I know why. Yeah. Oh, wee, hello train. It's still off. Oh, there will be others that are at 0. That was a very close one, wasn't it? Living on the edge. Alright, hopefully this will fix that. Seeing trains moving though. Yeah, why are you red? Why don't I just bajorks the wire? Why does a 27 and 8090 under load? I think mine pushes high 60s under load. But mine is really, like, you've taken 100 megahertz higher. What's that for now? 4.7, I think. 4.7 or 4.8. But if it pushes any high, like even 100 megahertz higher, the temperature just shoots up even faster. Alright, let's maybe take it up to 17. It's not like we managed to do 7 tiers of stronger explosives in like an hour. Yeah, mine, if I go any higher, it goes like thermal runaway. And then throttles. Alright, so... nothing's coming in. Less than 20k output red? A greater than 0 output red. Huh? What the hell is this supposed to try and do? Seriously. What is this? Why are combinator magic supposed to do? I'm really confused. Control set purchase future? You know it. Now we'll check which CPU runs it. S of minus 12, and it is 12 stops. I used to run the 5820 pretty hard as well. Got a similar result there. I think there might be something wrong with the wiring. Okay, let's start fresh, I think. I think I need to start fresh. First things first, I need that. Oops. I really don't want to have to rebuild that. There we go. Got it. Right now. Yeah, so mine does run warmish, even without trying. What's this? Less than 3 output input. What's that trying to achieve? Alright, you come down to there, you come down to there. Red wire, come over to... no. One's going to get overloaded pretty quick. Red wire goes into there. Green wire can continue on into there. Yep, miners. It's actually falling short. Yeah, when this thing goes above 0, it means it's above average. Raise the hap rate. Uh-oh. Oh lordy, here's a coming. Also, I have a Spidey. Look, it's a fuzzy spider. I'm gonna need to make several different ones here. Have a nice blue one. No one's got any points anymore. I don't approve of this. Yeah, we can have a Spidertron. Boop, 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 boop. It's the perfect exterminator thing as well, because you know, upside down, even if you're from Australia. It's usually an eyeball upside down syndrome that causes that. Exclamation mark upside down. Or Stinson. There it is. How you doing? Ballas. And Fire Razor. Zerez, the bots have arrived. How you doing? Hi. How you doing? Boop. Hi. We're just recovering from the little incident yesterday. Welcome in, everyone. We're back in the mega base. The mega base is running, I think, actually, too. It is. Just. Got some copper issues. We rescued... we've started recovering what's left of our little incident yesterday. And we're currently upgrading the artillery train to an army of spiders. So that's my goal today, is I want to recruit an army of spiders for retribution. For the poor Kraken. Yeah, the spiders got behind the wall and just demolished everything. Now, at the minute though, I'm kind of struggling because I did something weird to my circuits for controlling copper, and I don't know what I did. So, very important thing, before we get carried away, before we dive deep into demolishing biters, gotta do some circuit braining. Try that there. Just working on a good layout for these. I try to spend a little bit of time to make the look of the combinators at least somewhat legible. Like that isn't at all. Let's move it up there. It goes there. You go up there. Each divided by S. Hang on a minute. That's the wrong spot. It's the wrong hole. Over there. Yes, it's positive now. Which means green signal needs to go up there to turn it off. Okay, so that's the averaging. That's the averaging part. Keep gambling. Must keep gambling. Hang on. Must keep gambling. There you go. Much better. So we're averaging. Then on top of that, you win if you hit 4 figures again? Sure. I've already deleted it. Oh well. Randomly rotate. Such a pain to set up. No, I want a greater than. Then a combimaginator. Combimaginator, a thing. Ethan! Hi.
Morning, Mocho.
Good morning, and thank you for throwing down the 9-month resub. Show them love and hype in chat there for Ethan. I can actually do that now. I can push the button there. And don't forget Snugs as well. Exclamation mark hype, exclamation mark love, exclamation mark sub. Snug. Oh, I can't even say it. And now I've completely forgotten what I was doing. I think it was copper. Greater than... yes. Greater than yes. Hey, the comedian. Insert coffee. Good idea. There we go. Also, I need to do the upside down correction. Minus... what did I say this was? I think I said 32k. output red. In there. Out to there. Back into... Oh, I won't actually pollute that one. There, and then to there. Greater than... 135... Oh, it actually does need to output the right amount. There. Doesn't it? Then do that. Oop. Oh, you're already there. This thing's really full. Got 1.0 and played the start so far. Ooh, nice. Got the nice new, intro thing too for the crash ship. Went for training under 90 min and still crafting less than 111. I think the change made it much easier. Yeah, the Lazy Bastard is so much easier now than it ever used to be. Just not having that crafting limit on the assembly machine ones changed it so much. Minus 32k plus. That's still not right. I'm pretty sure that's still not right. It's actually counting up. Around 135 output 1 by minus 32. No, that's not right. How can I braintificate it? I just clicked that onto the wrong side. Down there. Yeah, there we go. It should be positive 150. So... Gene's crafting for you in 11 minutes at 110 items. Yeah, and then you can... As soon as you get the first assembly machine, that's it. You can just have them cranking out more assembly machines, and then you just... it goes out from there. I think that's actually it. I think. Yeah, so we have a latch. It's not a latch. A Schmidt trigger. That, I don't know whose fault that is for calling them latches and RS latches. These are not RS latches. They're functionally completely different. Key detail being an RS latch remembers. See, this thing immediately forgets what it was doing. Therefore, it's not an RS latch. Alright, so how about I copy this over to all the other crap? Oh, I probably should send that signal too. One there. And then hope for the best that I actually got this right finally. Maybe, possibly, not bloody likely. This is off and it shouldn't be. Are you off? Oh, multiply. God dang it. Yep. I mean, it would help. Dear. This is why you shouldn't do complex combinators first thing in the morning. Especially not after having a decent sleep as well. Just ends in hilarity, it does. Oh, where was I sniped? Sniped the domain for $15. It's worth 2k. They forgot to renew it. Ah, domain spotting, eh? Classic pastime. This thing should go red fairly quickly. Out of curiosity, is that sending all copper trains? It is. Including but not limited to these here. You're 14. 14? Oh, I never changed these. You're 5. We're not going. There you are. I thought I'd just take the opportunity to quickly send all these trains. They need to. Yeah, those are all... Oh. Okay, I need to investigate that next. And I need to sort out this lane issue once and for all. This is getting annoying. This whole half loading thing. Oh, hello train. Now, more importantly, you to assign your control. It's the trouble with a lot of these companies, most of them don't know what they actually even have. This stuff gets forgotten. Climb aboard. So with the remote, does that cause bar trend location? No, you have to actually tell it. So so hands off keyboard and I click over here, it'll go there. And then if so when it gets there, I can still take control, so I'm now controlling it. Also, if I tell it to go there, and then I tell it to go back left, my commands will take over. And then it'll just stop doing what the remote tells it to do. Does it mean like when you are in... You can call it like... Sorta, yeah. Basically I just pull the remote out, just click on the ground and it'll summon it. Five, 4, 3, 2, 2, 0, 1. I bet they'll all be like that, won't they? 3, 3, 2, 0. Yep, they are. Dangerous at all. Ooh, hello. Alright, so let's there's a safe way of doing this, and that's using the spider, because the spider is immune to trains. I can paste all these down without any worries. And 9. I think it's 5 and lower. That's the or 5 and down. That's the problem. 7. 6. Yeah, there it goes. 5. That's 4. That's not 5. That's 5. 5 is 5. And make a frick sturm, apparently. Although it's sort of been promised since version 12. This thing. 3, wasn't it? 3. 2. About there. Seems alright. 1. Falling 4. Sea of 3. Oh no, wait, that's hands on deck. No, something's wrong. Shouldn't be T of 3. Couldn't be a T of 3. It's possible I didn't update the combinators on it. Might have missed it. Oh crap. That's not good. That's one hell of a traffic jam. Ah, it's done that again. Actually, I think that's my doing. But it happens between version changes usually. That would have been fine originally. Actually, that junction's terrible. 11, copper 12. I wonder where copper 1 is. Yeah, the junction being terrible doesn't help it, but that signal would have been fine originally. There it is. How's there combinators for it? Oh, there it is. Maybe I did fix it. So sending 5, so in theory it should be requesting 4. What's J? Oh, J's only... yeah, J's only 4. It's minusing 1, so it's only calling for 3. What? I updated it though. Yeah, J of 6. I think... where is it? There. Yeah, J is being limited to 4. Or does it only do... I can't actually do that. Or also backwards. I think this might be a really early version. Yeah. Alright, where are we at? There. Make sure I get it right. There. So now, J is 5. So another train should leave, yep. And now 2 of them are actually leaving. No, that one's fine. Ooh. That's going to need a fair bit of tweaking. I'm going to need to get the spider on the job. Tell you what, we'll go via the main base area first. Grab some spiders, and then continue on. Oh, this thing needs some speed boost. And then we've got to look at this at some point. This partial loading thing. In theory, this unload was supposed to solve that problem, but it didn't really. I'm gonna need a better unload. Use access. You can, yes. Where is it? Here. It has a grid. A little bit of that. A little bit too much blue. So we're only moving at like 40 kilometers right now, which is quite slow. When I say quite slow, I mean very slow. The way it moves, though, is fantastic. Jump, run down that floor. Yep. Yeah, so we'll just come over here, slowly, but surely. I could probably get out and walk faster, and just tell the spider to catch up, admittedly. Gotta make sure you don't mix up the RD and spider remotes when calling for a distance. Yeah, that you wouldn't want to call the other onto where you're standing. This one, second one, we'll make it a nice angry red one. Now, where's my parking bay? Summons them. Let's give you a buffer chest. Of items and stuff and things. What I might do is just make it an overall just sort of equipment collection area. Or 5, why not? 4. 5. 4. 5. Anything else we need? It also means you can assemble new power armors here. In other news, yes, there is plenty of power armors in the base. They are actually available. Wouldn't surprise me if there's a ton. 2 out of 1. Storage 9. There you go. Alright, so grid. First things first. I'm going to give it maximum speed. Or do I? This is meant to be the tank one. I want to, if anything, give it some shields. Maybe take away some legs. Give it some defense. Maybe that'll be a combat, a good combat combination. This one. Oops, that's the tongue. Be the repair and such one. So it's gonna get some bots. That's shields, not bots. Ah, that's what's missing. Batteries. You need some batteries to support those bots. Some bots. Let's give you some of that. Here we go. It's nice and snappy now. Some random stuff and things. Yeah, just some items to work with. Like that. Repair packs. I think this thing, the old one of these held out until it ran out of repair packs. I think that was its downfall. Give it lots of railway signals. Give it a lot more track as well. Like that. This thing can do all of the activities with building trains. Just keep placing them. So if I make these the same color, because this thing is seems to be per color. Oh. Okay. Interesting. That's the same as the other one, wasn't it? 3. And one more pew pew. It's 1 per spider. The color just helps identify which to. Oh, yeah. Makes sense. It's got 2. It's got 3. Ah, well, that one's got 3. Right, so we've got 2 equally equipped Spidertrons. Ah, yeah, there is a mod that actually lets you control groups of them. Probably should actually do a. There we go. Combat squad. M. And then. That. Don't need those anymore. Don't need them. What do we just pew pews? That, and there we go. Now we've got 4 attack spiders. Does place better with spiders? You have to be close? Yeah, you have to be close to access the inventories. I'm within, yeah, that just on the edge of clicking range. Or reaching range. Yeah, unfortunately it's only 1 spider per thing. But we can use the, yeah, control the stack style. Have a hotbar. Oh yeah, you can have a whole hotbar dedicated to them. Hey, lovely Santa. Smaller modded spider bots incoming. Ooh, mini bots. The next step is to craft rockets faster. What's holding up rockets? Probably itself. Yeah, it's going as fast as it can. I'm gonna need a dedicated military factory. Maybe that'll be the thing I'll do with the next one. Yeah, there's I was actually looking at it before. There's 2 of them actually. Well, there's at least 2 of them that are interesting now. There is also a giant spider one already, because of course there is. What the heck is that for? I think it can go. I'm going to repurpose this land for more make everything. I think it was the old artillery train. You're an important wire. I like how this thing's just sort of expanded out way bigger than its original footprint. Yeah, small ones might look cool. Oh, I don't think there's a might about it. I think it will look cool, I would say. Why would the substation... Oh, that's why. Reach there. There we go. So the trick is to turn my bots off. Those down there. Alright. I've already added it to the make everything, so there's a minor increment with Spidertron included. Shell. Comic. the important things done. One of these is rockets. At least it should be. I thought it was, because it's needed for artillery. I think. Maybe not. Well, there's one way to double up it. Is to do it manually. Seem to be in Australia? That is correct. That is quite accurate. Right, what do you need? Probably explosives, I'm guessing. It's tanks. Oh, yeah, of course. So I would have made this manually. Oh, that traffic jam got even bigger. Oh dear. Tell you what. Spidey, let's go. Let's go deal with this traffic jam. Whee! Okay, they're all on. Excellent. Why are you on but not these? Might need to paste these over again. Just to make sure that they're working the way they should. I think these were fine though. Gotta love that version 15 uranium spawn. So great. Has anything changed in 1.8? Well, apart from Spidertron, nukes have changed. Pollution. Oh yeah, I meant to check this earlier. Pollution does affect water now. So if water goes green, the more you pollute. It's entirely dynamic, so you can see it fades out to normal blue as you get out of pollution range, which is a really nice feature. How about over here? Yeah. There's green out here now too. You... Boop. Boop. And boop. That's the wrong vehicle. Right, Spidey, let's go. Assuming there isn't more traffic jams. We'll see. Surprise, high grade, uranium and green with your base. What's the spider? It's Spidertron. So, Spidertron was the big thing that it was the big curveball they threw with 1.0. They promised it way back. Well, they talked about introducing Spidertron way back in version 12. So there's two things Spidertron has. There's the Spidertron itself and the Spidertron remote control. So you can remote control it from map view. So I can actually tell this one to return back down to there, and that will tell it to go automatically. Don't even need to do anything. So I can now map view and do all the things I need to do. It's a rain cloud. What is this you're riding? This is Spidertron. We were just talking about it. Also, hi rain. Rain cloud. So yeah, we're riding a giant spider, which can be remotely controlled, automatically controlled. I have a second one here for all the spiders that are down here. They can only be paired with one at a time. So yes, these red ones are set up for combat. Really nice. Right, our traffic jam's cleared up. Ish. There's still a bit of a bottleneck here. It'll clear though. Oh, that spacing's wrong. Give it some time. I'm sure it'll be fine. What else we got? not play a factor as around October last year. There's so much new stuff. There is. I mean, look at the water even changes colour now with pollution. Since last year, have the science recipes changed? No, they haven't this time. Yeah, and everything that was working in 18 will just work. Bummer, it's 1-to-1 on concrete. What's 1-to-1 on concrete? Oh, we're also arrived. You have arrived at your destination. So you get 1k. Why am I upside down? Because Australia. Tucked into EVE Online. Oh, it's gone forever. It's just gone. C-block is broken? Of all things, of course C-block will be broken. Yeah, because exclamation mark upside down. Mr. Angels are standing strong. A lot of the big mod packs will have had some kind of early access. I imagine they usually do. Base tour at some point? Sure, we can do it now. So this is a base that I've been working on since version 16. So this is a 4-year-old base now. Yeah, so it's like the base area is all one big self-contained blob. So this is the whole map as it is. Base here. The steam power plant, which was pre-nuclear, is opposite side of the lake. There's some solar and solar. Amazingly, those were big enough at the time. Nuclear and oil are done separately out here, and everything else is basically just outposts. Where should we start? Probably with the oil base. We'll start with the small stuff. So this is the oil base. Oh, it's doing the darkness thing. The idea of the oil base is everything is self-contained, so you get little modules of 4 to 5 refineries. I think I'm in the middle of upgrading them. I was in the middle of testing a new build. And what each one of these do is output a pipe of petroleum and a pipe of lubricant. All the lubricant gets joined together, automatically racks as it needs to, and mainly produces petroleum. It's a very nice way of doing oil, having small little builds instead of one big blob. That's much more effective. The N1 produces all three and gets turned into solid fuel, which in turn gets turned into rocket fuel. So yeah, that's the solid fuel, rocket fuel up there. And then opposite these, the pipes then go up to plastic and sulfuric acid and explosives and sulfur. And so that produces all your good stuff. 1.0 hype indeed. I played a really long time. Last day was Mercenary Coalition. They're long gone these days. Oh, EVE stuff. I was trying to think. I had a moment there. So yeah, so sandwich plastic, which apparently I expanded that one. I think unnecessarily too. Train collecting the explosives. Up here is the nuclear. So bringing uranium in, we're enriching it, processing it, enriching it, turning it into fuel cells, and then we just got stamps of the same nuclear build. I want to get back into mega basing, but getting to the first rocket is a chore. It's not too much of a chore. What you really need to do is prioritize bots, and then it makes life so much easier. Even the slow hot air balloon ones. If you just prioritize getting bots going, the game really opens up. Just construction bots, not even logistic, just construction. It just like frees up what you can do by so much. You usually see the water's actually cleaning up the further out it gets. So yeah, there's however many of these identical stamps. Each one's worth 1 gigawatt, so each pair is worth 2 gigawatts. Follow the speedrun guide until blue science. I mean, you remind me actually, bots are a little bit trickier because they're behind blue science now, but it's easier than it used to be in like 15, 16, because you don't have to make like mining drills into science anymore. That used to be such a chore. Like, military is only walls and instead of gun turrets. This is sulfur instead of mining drills. I don't know if you've seen the old recipes. Purple and utility get a bit intense with everything that they need. The flying robot frames can be a bit annoying to make, but yeah, once you get bots, like, you can stamp stuff down, and as I say, things really open up. Because at the end of the day, 2,300, 2,200, we're still behind. We're not at 3,600, unfortunately. Yeah, at the end of the day, the more things building, the less you have to do. Iron drills, there's so many inserts. Oh, it was ridiculous. I think there's the shrine to the assembly machine. There it is. The shrine to the assembly machine recipe. Right here. Yeah, the copy-paste. It's just because bots, construction bots mean that you're not the only one doing the construction, which really frees up your workload. So yeah, this was when assembly machine 1s was in Purple Science. This was needed for 3,200 or 1,600. I don't remember. I think one of these did 1,600. No, I think it actually was 2. Yeah, it needed like 4 lanes of iron going in. Yeah, there's the assembly machines out. That'd probably be circuits, I think. Most of these builds are just iron plate. Look, it's just ridiculous. Every single surface is being touched by inserters. Yeah, and I think I had 2 of these in the base. Thankfully, mercifully, that is now rail instead of assembly machine 1s. Is that product 2? I don't really remember now. I don't want to remember at the same time. I mean, the very, very first Purple Science recipe had pump jacks in it, so it was pump jacks, engines, and furnaces. That was brutal. The sheer volume of resources needed for 1,000 times a minute was ridiculous. Hey, it's Penguin. Camera's upside down? You're upside down. Hey, see what I did there? Good for Purple Science. Oh, really old Purple Science. Yeah, the science overhaul science. This thing looks like it's slowing down. Yeah, it is. Now, I was in the middle of a base tour, so going for the other auxiliary sites. So this was steam power before nuclear was a thing. So yeah, this used to be how you have to power a base, unless you wanted an enormous field of solar. But at the same time, you need an enormous field of steam. A lot of these pump jacks you actually see are in impossible locations because the pump jack, all the pump jack changes that have happened. They've been changed 2 or 3 times. So yeah, most of them, back in the day, you used to be able to put them inside each other, like there. They used to not collide with themselves. Screen upon screen of solar. Yeah, and I really just didn't want to do it for this base. I was trying to avoid it. Yeah, I used to be able to place pump jacks inside each other. They were very lenient with the hitbox back in version 12 and 13. And then they realigned them so they pushed them further out. And then they changed the graphic to this one much later on. So yeah, it just keeps on going. I mean, it's not helping it because there's all these pipes here. Potentially... Oh, they're actually turned off. Never mind. They're actually entity disabled. So not trading anything. Yeah, solar. I think I completely rebuilt this solar fields at one point. Used to be a completely different layout, and then I changed it to this one. There's the old one. Now, moving on to the main base. So this is meant to be 3,600 or 2 red belts of science packs. I actually got rid of the red belts because it can't actually keep up. Remove the reports using spiders. I should, shouldn't I? So yeah, so 2 red belts of science packs, although I'm using blue belts now because the base can't... The labs can't actually keep up with it. It's always short, no matter what. You got to have an overpressure. So yeah, so we make the science packs here, all along this top row. There's the silos. We only have 8 of them. Only have 8 of them in this one. There's 16 in the 12k base. Because why not have 16? Yeah, rail, purple science. Generally, with the rail, you just direct insert. That's a little tip there. If you wanted, when you're doing purple science, just direct insert rail. Don't belt it. Oh, there you go. Military is the other one. So yeah, so that's this entire section here. So you the base is divided up into sections depending on the intermediate. So up here is the final science. Oh, satellites is there as well. There goes some rockets. I think it's starting to catch up on low density finally. Yeah, as you go further across, you're getting into batteries, blue circuits, then speed modules, red circuits. Red circuits naturally is huge. The one that, yes, this is. So there's there's 2 green circuit builds here, which come down into into the glorious green river of green circuits. It's a bit gappy these days because of the belt speed change. But it's actually undercooking a little bit, going as hard as it can. Goes through a massive 64 lane balancer that deals with all the compression. Polluted blue circuits. Yeah, and then it disperses into the base. Everything's underground because we wanted to keep everything consistent with the old base, which had underground everything. A lot of the science intermediates are done below it. So yeah, your grenades, your ammo, your walls are here, furnaces, prod mods. 64 lanes of blue chips would be nice. You say that, I think I had that many in the 12k base. I think I have. I think it was only like 8. But it was purple belt, which was 75 items a second. So it was, is that double the blue? 5 times the yellow. It was like 8. 36, yeah, about 36,000 a minute. Sounds about right. 30, I think it might have been 32,000. Kept out 2k before 2. Yeah, that sounds about right. Most people run into UPS issues between 1 and 2k, depending on how well the base is built. This one does 3,600, just barely keeps its head above water. And this base isn't particularly well optimized, but this one isn't designed to be optimized. There's a certain sterile, sort of clinical aspect to doing hyper-optimized bases. Like, you know, you start cutting out things that make it interesting. And so you say, okay, here's the most optimal thing you can have. And it's like... insert I don't think does inserter clocking work again? I need to get my head clear. I think it did. Because it worked, and then it stopped working. Something changed, and it stopped working as well. And then it started working again. I think this also relies on chest stubs, which... is ineffective now. I think it is locking now as the way to go. Yeah, we've got more intermediates. Then the base is divided in half with the intermediates unloads. So plastic's actually divided in half. Acid, coal for grenades, rocket fuel, and then the other plastic, and sulfur and lubricant. You have to sit where the belt decompression flag's on, like Deuces did, to optimize each part of the build. Yeah. Hello, Darth Lady. How you doing? It's a time... almost time for a big break. It's not quite time for a coffee refill, though. This is a new base? No, this is actually a 4-year-old base. This is a base I've been working on for 4 years. Which is a testament to this game, that I can keep running the same save for so long, through so many versions, and it keeps on working. For a fellow who just woke up? Ah, I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Smelting is just a yes. Fresh start on... Yeah, the number of rockets is actually pretty poor for how old this base is. This one used to run very slow as train controller. Want to see Spidertron? We can jump onto that in just a sec. And we've got our own little army going on. I won't load any mods on for Spidertron just yet. That way I don't confuse people. And yeah, and then... So we're just doing a base tour at the minute. So we're now, yeah, smelting. It's all the same thing, copy and pasted. All the numbers of all the productions are put over the top of every build. So there's the reference copy over here. Selecting race? I am, yeah. So here is our copper smelting. 198,000 copper a minute. There's 12 train unloads for it. There's stone brick. There's 3 of those. And one of them actually is just goes direct stone. Just 13,500. And then 288,000 iron plate here. Across another 8, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 8. And then the other 36,000 steel here, which is basically accounts for the other 50% of iron. Just here. Is the Savior base pre-second belt? Yeah. Somewhere. Last the puny junction of death. Oh yeah, we need to do a few runs of the junction of redemption at some point as well. So this is one of the major intersections of the base, the junction of redemption. Here is spawn on the walk of shame. Whenever I die and respawn, I need to take the walk of shame through the junction of redemption. Think video on your web page just stopped. Okay. Yeah, this is where the original starter base was. There's Angry Phone. That was made of tins. It was hilarious. And then the junction of certain death is over here. Is this the same as the ancient map? This is the same as the ancient map, yes. This is the same map that's been going on forever. Because why not? Why not run the same map forever? I mean, 103,000 trains have gone through there. 74,000 trains have been going through there. Yeah, we decided to add a counter for all the things. 80,000? Getting some good numbers. I might need another digit before too long. I doubt that this will ever get to 1 million in any time soon. It's still ding-a-donging away, 104,000. That lane doesn't see anywhere near as much traffic as it used to. The smelting lane ones see all the traffic. Spidertron extended squad control. Yeah, there's Lucifer's cannon one. Only I think it was out like half an hour, or if that, after the 1.0 dropped. So yeah, that's everything. I think that's everything for the base overall. Apart from the thing I glanced over was the train controller, which is why the trains are the way they are. So this thing manages sending trains to outposts. So all the trains for every outpost live here, and depending on how much is in the base and how much is at an outpost, it sends trains out. So you can see it's holding on to some trains, sending some... Yeah, like most of these trains are being held on to, whereas others are being sent out, depending on how much is available. Yeah, so it's mostly sending a few copper trains out. It's sending up to 3 copper trains out. Most of them should send 3, depending on... Well, there's no... That station doesn't exist. That one's run out of copper. Iron, it should all be sending just 2. So you'll see there's 2 gaps everywhere. Everywhere where there's iron trains, there's 2 trains missing from every outpost. So it's sent 2 trains to all 20 iron outposts. Same with stone, apparently. And coal's actually got some demand going. Interesting. I wonder if we'll finally run this one out. This patch has been going on forever. Oh dear. Now, back to Spideytron. So we have Spidertrons here. We're just building up a little army. Kind of want another one. I think I might tweak the colours slightly. There. Some fields. Some of them. We need some of them. One of them. And then we just need the rockets to fill all these. So I want to give 4 and 4, ideally. 4 and 4, 4 and 4. Almost. 4. Never make it 2. Okay, otherwise I'm going to be waiting a while for all the rockets. 2. 2. FFZ provides a video refresh button without losing chat. You can name your Spideys. Yeah, you can name them. So we have a building Spidey. We're doing that. We also have an equipment grid, so we can actually put stuff and things in for things and fun times. Shields, there we go. That's it. Much fun and activities to be had. Spidertron movement would cause all sorts of desyncs in multiplayer. You'd think so, but no. There should be a master remote control. That one you can see it and move 6 around. There is a mod to do that already, which is quite nice. There is already a mod, amazingly. Yeah. I got it up to 3 stacks each. Mod turning off binders. You can do that with command. You can either do that with commands, your map gens, or anything like that. Which one are you connected to? That one. Right, you connect to that one. What I'm going to do is, I don't want to load up the mod. I want to keep it vanilla for now. I'm going to color these slightly differently so we can tell who's who. I actually still can't tell who's who. Dear. There we go. Yeah, I can barely tell the difference. Right, let's make you a little bit more orange. A little bit more enter. Like that. There. Raise the spider army. And lucky last, you... like a dark red. Like that. Perfect. Make them black and white. Yeah, I could, certainly. How about I do this one in black? Like that. Do this one in white. There. And the other one in grey or something. There. Alright. What's the time? It's not quite time for the next coffee. Oh, the next thing I need to do a quick save. I need to rescue the, I can rescue the artillery train. I think that one has it. I might actually be too old. Yeah, it's pretty that. See, the base hasn't changed much in quite a while. I haven't done any massive changes to it. It might... Ah, see, that's why I didn't want to overwrite that one. Mod the highest legs... Oh yeah, there's the arachnophobia mod. I need to send this home. Oh. I'm gonna need to send that train home. So I can get a blueprint of it in its home, and then I can replace it. And then that's everything I need to do. I just need to do that. Now I just need to wait. While that's happening, I might actually refill the coffee. What's that? Is there a mod that gives inserter legs? Like the original Spidertron? Disable enemy generation? Mod disable spawning of any bases, newly generated trons, unloading, disabling mod store generation. You don't really need that mod though. Like, you can do that with a command. Where's the train at? No pathing. Oh, right, you need that. Oh, still unhappy. Oh, it's not built, that's why. God dang it. There. Alright, while that's happening, I'm gonna go take a quick break. Refill the coffee and all that.